I grinded Hypixel Skyblock for 31 days as a part of my Day in the Life of an Endgame Skyblock Player challenge. For this challenge, I was going to play Skyblock for every single day in the month of December and document my process along the way. Now, on day 1, I just established the basic rules of the challenge, which were to gain 2 billion coins and go from level 440 to level 450 by the end of the month. On day 2, I did some farming and maxed my field mouse bestiary. On day 3, I hit Arch 46 and started selling some of my Archfiend dice because Vincent wanted them as part of his die thing that he does, so I was able to sell a bunch of those for a higher price than usual. I was also able to claim my Diamond Magma fish because they did the whole Nether Isles update today, and I was able to gain a bunch of XP from having hero status in the Mage and Barbarian factions. On day 4, I got 20 billion chocolate and was able to buy another Zoro's cape to sell. I also sold some more Archfiend dice and got a Thunderlord 7 book from M7. On day 5, I hit Healer 45 and added the Frosty the Howitzer to my museum. On day 6, I bought a Hedgehog pet from getting 500 pests, got a 4th Master Star in M6, hit Tank 49, maxed my Pulse Ring to Mythic, got a Growth 6 book. Can we just take a second to talk about how much Hurricane Bottle is an absolute scam? I mean, I had to level my Pulse Ring with so many Thunder Bottles because that's the only one that actually gets filled by killing Storm in M7. What is the deal with this? Neither Hurricane nor Storm Bottle gets filled by this. I don't know why it's such a huge scam. On day 7, I reached 100 million counter on my Potato Hoe and got Cultivating 10. Additionally, my G-Drag got level 101, and I was able to get a Divine Rabbit Celestia from my Rabbit Hitman. On day 8, I went through my several double chests of dungeon loot and was able to sell over 500 million coins worth of value. On day 9, I crafted the Glossy Mineral Talisman, got both my Umber and Tungsten collection to 8, and got a ton of XP from the Mining Fiesta. I also got Garden 32, which is purely cosmetic, but it's still pretty cool. I also accidentally denied Maeve because I thought I was speaking to another visitor and then it popped up out of nowhere. I also got my Phantom Fisher and Sea Archer Bestiary leveled. On day 10, the Rift update dropped, and I did a bunch of Rift stuff, and I just maxed it out, and that gave me another 2 levels. Now, day 11 was the first check-in day, where every 10 days I was pretty much going to go through the progress that I made. I hit level 445 and had 400 million coins gained. A very solid start for the first 10 days of the challenge, but I did get very lucky with 2 updates that gave me 3 levels. And, we were just kind of lacking on coins, but I was hopefully going to get some RNG drops later in the challenge. On day 12, I got a green bandana, which, doesn't sell for much, but it's still pretty rare. I also got my 16th Pest Terminator book and sold a Pest Terminator 5. I was also able to get another Garden Visitor milestone. On day 13, I got a Replenish 1 book from the librarian and sold a bunch of my Perfect Gemstones, which I got from Cole, and a stack of Wither Catalysts that had sitting around in my stacks. I also just got kind of bored and decided to start a hardcore world and spent 5.5 hours beating the game. I mean, I'm not always going to be grinding Skyblock, but, it's still cool to show you guys the other stuff I'm doing. I mean, come on, I'm not always going to be grinding Skyblock. I've got other stuff to do. Speaking of which, on day 14, I didn't play the game because I was really busy. And before you comment, oh my gosh, you didn't actually grind Skyblock for 31 days. This is such a scam. The title is clickbait. Okay, no one cares. It's, the premise of the challenge is still there, and no one really cares. On day 15, I did some dungeon boss collections for M4, just nothing crazy. On day 16, I got another Sugarcane milestone, bought a Beginner's Guide to Pest Hunter for another 500 pests, and I was able to get level 100 for the Christmas event on the main server. On day 17, I was getting some insane sub 6-minute runs in M7. I also played with 15H, which was pretty cool. I was able to max my Midas Bestiary and drop a tier 5 Master Skull. On day 18, I got kinda 6, but I stayed on that grind. I was able to reach 1 million bits on the dot, which is pretty cool. On day 19, I realized I had 30 billion chocolate lying around, so I bought the Legendary Talisman and a Zoro's Cape. After that, I did a bit of the Spooky Festival, where I got a Deep Sea Orb, Party Top Hat, and a Party Necklace. Day 20 was 3 Perk Paul. I was able to get a sub 1 second what starts with this letter terminal, and I got a new M7 PB of 537. I was still grinding for a sub 530, which I would hopefully be able to get, but it is really hard to do with Party Finder. I was also able to claim my free will because I'm a 10,000 IQ genius. On day 21, I yoinked Duralius' Cake Soul and started like a new side quest I was doing to get a bunch of just random YouTubers' Cake Souls. I also got Healer 46, dropped a 5th Master Star, 10-starred all my gear on stream, and got Melon 27 from PES. For the day 21 update, I was still at level 445, which was really not looking too good, but I was now at 1 billion coins. Not really looking good from a mathematical standpoint in either aspect, but hopefully I'd be able to clutch up, get a bunch of like miscellaneous things like minion crafts and like random stuff I'm missing, and hopefully get some good RNG drops. On day 22, I hit Mage 45, reached Cata 52, dropped a 2nd Master Star, got a new term PB for the change all to the same color, and traded another 500 pests in for a Hedgehog pet. On day 23, Marina was finally mayor and we got to fishing on the Jerry Island. I was able to drop 2 epic baby Yeti pets, a Blessing 6 book, and level both my Grinch and Frozen Steve Bestiary. Now, day 24 was pretty interesting, and I'm just going to show you guys. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and Endgame sweat grinded. For another episode of a great series, the day will be rewinded. He got himself riches, more and more. Let me recount you the tale of day 24. The Jerry Island is open, so make no mistakes. It's time for marina fishing and catching rain drakes. More and more mobs spawned, which might seem scary, but easy to kill with a claymore and level so much bestiary. In 2024, what a time to be alive, grinding M7, dropping a Master Skull, Tier 5. Decorating for the Christmas holiday and hanging the wreath while fishing for great whites and catching 10 teeth. And wrestling Megadon pets, how very brave, and accepting garden visitors and welcoming Maeve. After winding down and setting down his hooks, he vacuumed up pests and Pestterminator books. So the day winds down to an end. We must say goodbye to our little friend with one final cheer and fading candlelight. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Day 25, it's Christmas, baby, and the Christmas spirit was strong. I got a First Strike 5 book for my daily experiment tables. I also was able to win my friend Sophia Chan's guild giveaway and got the chance to pick from the chests on their island. Now, of course, I won the top prize of an epic Ender Dragon pet. I also won another guild giveaway for some gems. Also, I was able to yoink Melon King's soul, and I got Mushroom 30 milestone. And finally, as a Christmas miracle, Hoppity finally clutched up and gave me a rabbit through his contact. And it was lazy. How fitting. I was also able to level my Grinch and Raindrake bestiaries. On day 26, I leveled Frosty and Frozen Steve bestiary, did a whole bunch of fishing with 7 great white teeth, a couple great white pets, and I was also able to sell some more high-class Archfiend dice. I was also able to get a new Simon Says PB and hit level 446. Day 27 was the last day of Marina, and I got 7 teeth, 6 epic megs, 1 legendary, and I was able to level my Nutcracker bestiary. I was finally able to hit level 100 with my Hedgehog pet through a bunch of visitors, and I got another rabbit from Hoppity. On day 28, Derpy became mayor, and the M7 Party Finder was struggling. I also crafted some new minions for some levels and got level 447. I also hit social 20 and got some Bat Bestiary because I forgot they added that. On day 29, we dropped a Necron's handle and got the 4th and final handle for my Necron's Ladder boost. I was also able to get a 5th Master Star, a Thunderlord 7 book, and 3 One For All books. Insane M7 RNG. I was also able to get a new tank damage record at 69 billion. Nice. And a YouTube rank added me to their friends list. I don't know, I guess it's because I'm good at dungeons or something. I guess. Day 30, I got a new chocolate shop milestone, and I was also able to do like a bunch of miscellaneous tasks for XP, like getting the new Rift travel scroll warp. I also got a new damage record for both tank and healer, and I yoinked 15H's cake soul because he was just happened to be in the dungeon lobby I was in. Day 31, the final day. Was I able to grind out 3 levels on the final day somehow by doing something? Maybe? I was able to get another 30 from pests, and then I just did some dungeons and dropped a Wither Shield scroll. I got Burr's 45, which was pretty cool, and I set another record for healer damage. Now, let's see how well we did on our goals. We are trying to hit level 450 and gain 2 billion coins. Unfortunately, we only hit level 447, but we were able to gain 7.4 billion coins. At the start of the challenge, I had 9,141 hours of playtime, and at the end, I had 9,458 hours of playtime. This is 317 hours played in 1 month, which is over 10 hours per day. Thankfully, a lot of this was AFKing for social XP, so when we subtract all that, we only get like about 150 hours of playtime, which is still like a little under 5 hours per day, which is still a lot. And if we take all the coins that I gained in this time, and then we average it out with the time played, that means I made like on average 23.3 million coins per hour. Now, I wasn't always grinding coins, of course. There was a bunch of like menial tasks such as claiming garden visitors, doing pests, daily powder commissions, experiment table, and just like, sitting around AFK. And there's really no way of knowing how much I transferred items between my inventories and chests because the chests aren't tracked on API net worth calculators, and I was not smart enough to just tally the total amount of value in all my chests before the challenge. I also have no idea how much the items that I already had fluctuated in price and changed in value. I mean, if I literally just owned an artifact of control, then I would have easily made 2 billion coins in 1 month. Regardless, this challenge was still a lot of fun. It's also interesting to see how I spend my time in Skyblock, and how I spend a lot of it doing dungeons. I mean, I just love dungeons. I just think it's so much fun. Definitely one of the best updates. But honestly, as the challenge went on, I was kind of tempted to stop it because it just seemed like you guys weren't interested anymore. But no, that's not the point of the challenge. The point of the challenge was to see how far I could get in 31 days, and I wasn't going to quit that. And in the end, yes, I didn't achieve my goal, but I still had a lot of fun, enjoyed making the series, and think I did pretty well. Anyways, I think that's where we're going to end it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.